have talent. At a small monastery in Myanmar, they fight with monks. Let's go and take a look. Everyone visits Bagan when they go to Myanmar. You have to pay $10 just to enter the city, which is in itself a Buddhist relic. Everywhere you look, there are mysterious temples. The visit is worth the fee. There are over 2,500 cultural relics that are more than 1,000 years old, not to mention more than 2,000 Buddhist pagodas. While you're here, be sure to watch the sunrise through the temples. To do this, you'll have to rush out early in the morning. It's way before sunrise and people begin to appear. They are children. They're sitting in a straight row. Why are they here? Tourists are ready with cameras to capture the sunrise. They appear tense and eager not to miss the sunrise. The sun finally rises, and nothing could be more magnificent.
This place is just amazing. So many temples in the same town. That's just marvelous. We've never seen that before, even in Siem Reap in Cambodia.
The tourists snap away. They're taking pictures of the children. By meeting this way, they are making connections, and the photos will serve as souvenirs. The children are proud of the temples of Myanmar. Is there much to see inside Myanmar's mysterious temples? We headed for Sagaing, a small city that leads to intriguing little worlds. This small monastery is famous for a particularly mysterious sight. It looks normal, but the real attraction is in the backyard. It is already full of spectators. Are they watching this monk?
Hello. Hey, you. Come in.
The monk is calling this fellow. If he doesn't come when called, a fight ensues. He resists quite a bit. Won't he bite the monk's arm with his sharp teeth? This fellow's name is Mitu. He has sharp teeth and a large body, but the monk fights with him every day. The monk pulls Mitu's arm, but when there's no response, he uses tools. Mitu, will you still resist? It looks like Mitu will slowly start to move. He gets up and strikes a pose. He starts to attack the monk. However, the monk knows Mitu's weak points. They begin to fight full force. The monk gives Mitu a blow and he falls. Oh, the embarrassment. Mitu's pride has been hurt. He tries again. What will happen? He fails again. Mitu is slightly vexed by the monk's attacks. The monk is superior because he learned traditional martial arts before entering the monastery. Mitu has a snack and tries again. The monk dodges this way and that. Mitu can't win. The monk is leisurely, but Mitu is upset. People get upset when they lose, but so do bears. Mitu shows this with his gestures. He loses every time, and so changes his strategy. His attacks are gentler. He even hugs the monk. The monk doesn't fall for his cute act. there's a reason.
상처 나셨어요.
네.
상처?
너네는
간 올릴 때
뭐 뚜미고 뭐 무수가 떠나야 되잖아. 나 비하는데 누가 따먹으려 했다. 애기 따먹으려 유라다.
What is Mitu's weakness? It's water. But how can that be a weak point? The monk shows a bucket full of water to Mitu. When he begins to sprinkle water, Mitu becomes unable to attack. It's cowardly to do this. Mitu is offended, but he can't help it. He's feeling down. The monk feels sorry and plays with him. The monk and Mitu seem to enjoy fighting. Mitu's attacks seem cute too.
Lâu rồi mà nhau được bỏ nó.
တင်ပါ
Lúc thua chị ấy mà.
တင်ပါ
Tu lên nó thua ra rồi tìm số.
တင်ပါ
Phố ở lùng thua này nó.
တင်ပါ
Đó cái giờ tu à, cái lúc nhau mà nó tu à này. Tu khả năng có gì tu biết nó chạy đâu. Ai cho phong về thì cầm cái nào.
Everyone loves Mitu. He acts cute and lives with them like family. Doesn't he have a real family? Mitu was really young when he first came here.
2 months နှစ်လသမီးတွေရောက်လာအခု
About 100 monks meditate and train here. 3 years ago, the village people found a bear that lost its mother and brought him here. That baby bear was Mitu. This is the house in which Mitu lived. He was 2 months old when he first came. The house became too small for him, so he lives outside now. The monk still has pictures of when Mitu was young. He smiles when he talks about the bear. Applying ointment on his arm has become a daily routine. The monk can't be with Mitu all the time. He has to go to another region to pray. When the monk leaves, what will Mitu do? He is in low spirits and sighs. Mitu has suddenly become a gentle bear. He's gentle because there are no monks to play with him. Mitu gets bored when the monk isn't around. He even dozes off. Something catches his attention. It's a vinyl bag. He tries to open it, but the bag shows no response. Mitu is tired of the bag. He lies down and then he gets up. He sits. He does all sorts of things. The village people come and want to play with Mitu, but he doesn't respond. He doesn't have any fun unless his opponent is skilled in martial arts. He chooses to play by himself. He chews away at the rubber tire. The young men do not leave him alone and keep bothering him. Mitu seems to have regained his energy. Will the fight begin? The fight between Mitu and the young men is boring. Mitu doesn't seem to be interested in anyone other than the monk. The high priest prepares food. The village people offered food at the altar. The fruit is all Mitu's. When the high priest brings Mitu's snack, Mitu seems to know what's going on and starts to act cute, excited. Mitu eats 3 meals a day and a snack. He suddenly lies down and starts acting strange. He makes a strange sound and sucks his paw. Me too. What's wrong with you?
အခုဒါပါအတိတ်ပဲလည်းမသိဘူးအခုပါလုံနေတာလည်းမသိဘူး
နှုတ်ဆိုရလေနှုတ်ငငယ်လေးကတော့အမေနှုတ်မဆိုရဘူးလေသူတော့သူ့တော့
In the afternoon, monks begin to appear and take care of me too. But he doesn't care. When the monk calls, Mitu falls in his arms. Mitu shows how glad he is to see the monk. He tries to act cute and rushes toward him. Mitu is acting like himself again. He forgets about eating dinner. He shows his affection. The monk is busy. The monk feels sorry that Mitu has grown up without a family. He lets Mitu act like a baby. It's pleasant to spend time together, but he always feels sorry for him.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
The monk wants Mitu to be bright, so he fights him every day. Does Mitu know this?
သူကဦးစင်းရှိကိုနှစ်လသမီးတွေရောက်တယ်။ဦးစင်းကသမီးလေးလိုပေါ့။ကစားနေရတာပေါ့။အဲ့လိုကစားတဲ့အတွက်သူ့မှာအမြဲတမ်းတော့ကလေးလိုဖြစ်ပြီးရင်ကြီးနေတာ။အဲ့လိုရင်းရောက်လောက်ထားတဲ့အတွက်ကျန်တဲ့လူတွေလာလို့ရှိရင်အနေမပြည့်တော့ဘူး
Mitu's large body is very strong. The monk always fights when he sees him. The affectionate tumble between the two will continue for a while. Finland is a small country in Europe. Something special happens here in the summer. They are beautiful traditional performances at the Helsinki Festival. These can only be seen and tasted in the summer. Crayfish. Then there's a traditional sauna. Satisfy the five senses in Finland. Let's go! Helsinki, the capital of Finland. The greatest music festival is held here every summer. It is a festival of tradition and music. People gather in Helsinki wearing traditional attire from all of the country's regions.
Kyllä, Karjalan puku. No. Ja tää on mun salanpuku.
Summer is short but full of energy thanks to the festival, which began in 1969. A variety of traditional dances and music performances are the charm of the festival. It's a festival the Finnish greatly anticipate.
Tässä on näitä eteläsuomalaisia Uudeltamaalta oli ne hitaat, mikä oli tässä aikaisemmin, kun oli tämä kuusparia, niin silloin.
Something attracts the attention of the clowns. It is an animal show. The street is the stage and the passers-by are the audience. Everyone is excited hearing the music. It just goes on and on. Shall we appreciate the music for a while? The audience applauds. They are very satisfied. There is something else here that is special in the summer. Crayfish.
섬에 있는 식당에 가려고 하면 이렇게 해놔야 돼요. 그래야 배에 운전하는 아저씨가 이쪽에 손님이 있는 걸 알게 돼요.
It's hard to taste the Finnish summer delicacy. Does a boat come when they do this? Where is the restaurant? It is on an island in the middle of the ocean. This restaurant is famous for crayfish and is already full of customers. There are crayfish decorations on the wall and ceiling. The lanterns are of crayfish. The tables have crayfish pictures. Crayfish are everywhere.
se jatkuu aina sitten elokuun loppuun syyskuun puoleen väliin saakka tämä rapusysteemi. Tässä seinällä meillä toimii tässä saaressa myös suomalainen pursiseura. Tässä on pursiseuran entiset kommondorit, ketkä on aina ollut johtamassa sitä pursiseuraa ja me ollaan hyvin tiiviissä yhteistyössä sen pursiseuran kanssa ja ollaan tavallaan vuokralla heiltä tässä.
Yacht souvenirs don't get much attention because of the crayfish. The secret to the special taste is in these crayfish. They are only caught between July and September. They shed once and their shells are thin and tasty. Dill is added for flavor. They also add sugar cubes and then put the crayfish in.
Se on just sitten nyt tää 2 kuukautta, kun heinäkuun 21. päivästä syyskuun loppuun yleensä.
The crayfish here are smaller. They are about 3 inches long. One serving consists of 20 crayfish. Crayfish is a delicacy during the short summers in Finland. People come from around the nation to have crayfish. The restaurant only opens in the summer to offer the best crayfish.
Mielellään joka syksy useita kertoja viihtymässä ystävien kanssa.
The customers hold their liquor glasses and sing a strange song. The short tune ends and they have a drink. They sing again and drink. What a strange way of drinking.
Pikkupukki pakki kalliolle, kalliolle, oh hei, sen tuli hei.
Traditional Finnish drinking song.
Snap song.
Yeah.
Snap song.
Tradition is important to the Finnish, and that's made very evident here. This is a place that sells daily goods. Are they cooking utensils or bathing goods? You can easily find them in Korea too. They seem familiar. What are they for?
Vihtaa käytetään niin, että sillä lyödään ihan. Otetaan se kuumasta vedestä näin. Lämmitellään kiukaan päällä hetken ja sitten vihdotaan ja lyödään. Se tekee iholle hyvää. Hieronta. Samalla siitä lähtee mehua, joka on hyvän tuoksusta, joka myöskin tekee iholle hyvää.
The place sells sauna-related goods. Finland is famous for saunas. Did you think only Koreans went to saunas? The word itself is a Finnish word and means bath. Every house in Finland has a sauna. The Finnish really like saunas. We should see what a traditional sauna is like. Today's saunas are very westernized, but traditional saunas began in lakeside log houses.
Tämä on 6 vuotta ollut tämä yritys meillä. Me ollaan maatalousyrittäjiä, mutta maatalouden tulot ovat pudonneet niin, että oli pakko ruveta kokeilemaan siipiä muullakin alalla. Kiitos mielelläni.
The Finnish have great pride in their saunas. It makes us wonder even more about traditional saunas. Aren't you going to the sauna? Why are you starting a fire?
Pönttöä lämmiten ja laitetaan kohta muikut sinne savustumaan tuohon ritilälle.
The owner prepares food to eat right after the sauna session. Today's menu item is smoked sardines. He uses special wood for a deeper smoked scent. So much care is put into a simple dish. All of this is a tradition created from saunas.
Ei kovin paljon, mutta kuitenkin sellaisen normaalin, jos siinä nyt ottaa jotain muutakin juomaa, niin kyllä siinä sitten aina tulee syötyäkin asiakkaiden.
So much goes into preparing for the sauna. They begin by making food. Is that it?
Itämaisia mausteita. Ne on myös.
Joo, me käytetään tällaisia.
There's salmon soup made with grains. The color makes it look even tastier. What does it have to do with saunas?
Tämä on tällainen perinteinen suomalainen sienikeitto ja tätä voidaan syödä saunan jälkeen iltapalaksi leivän kanssa.
Tämä on valmista ja savukin on ihan ok. Voimme kohta ottaa sen.
The smoked sardines smell great. Shining color makes your mouth water. Can't we just taste one right now?
Tämä on nyt tämä perinteinen suomalainen ruoka, mitä syödään luomuruisleivän kanssa saunan jälkeen. Ja sahtia palan painikkeeksi.
The traditional sauna finally appears. The interior is a wooden room with a long seat and rocks for heat. If you spray water on the rocks, the humidity rises. Men who are already there keep massaging their bodies with white birch. This makes the blood circulate better and feels refreshing. Doesn't your arm hurt? As the temperature rises, they lose energy. They still continue to massage each other. A long time has passed, but they don't look tired. The filming crew gives up because steam has taken over the camera. The men stay quite a bit longer and finally come out of the sauna. They abruptly jump into the lake. Why the sudden swim? It is a tradition to cool off in the lake after a hot sauna. The sauna is over and it's time to eat. Everyone in the sauna gathers around a fire. They have conversations while enjoying the food. The owner offers a drink first. It is a traditional drink that makes the body feel lighter. Then the salmon soup is served. Only those who sweat can enjoy this feast. It's finally time for the smoked sardines. You have to eat the whole fish, starting with the head. It's absolutely wonderful. If you want to try it, go and experience the sauna first.
Hyvä. Hei.
The sauna brings people closer. There is a saying that if you want to meet friends or succeed in business in Finland, you have to go to a sauna. The Finnish have passion and love for their culture and traditions. Their humble culture seems familiar. Their love for tradition is a hidden charm of Finland. A landscape painting couldn't be more beautiful. Mount Huyi, where ferries play, and the Teongpo Tea Field. Let's hunt for masterpieces of nature. The trip to Mount Yinyang, with plenty of unexplored sites, is one that's sure to make the heart flutter. Let's discover the mysteries of China. Mount Huyi in Fujian, China was designated as a World Heritage by UNESCO. 36 peaks and 99 rocks spread out like a folding screen. The best is Tianyu Peak, a cliff at the end of 888 stone steps. It is a place where fairies used to play. People will climb the steps to reach a paradise on earth.
累坏了，一口气儿爬上来的。简单看了看介绍，一些有那景区图啊什么的，在火车上看了看。
It is a hard trip, but the scenery captivates you. The magnificent sight from 780 meters above sea level is what makes people climb up. Tianyu Peak is famous also for the Tianyu waterfall. Just look at that clear water. But that's not all. Spray clouds glistening in the sun are an amazing sight. Are there people who recycle this water?
这个水呢，它是顺着这个绳子直接流下来，流到这边，满了以后往这里流走。这水非常干净的。
It's unbelievable that they sell this water, but it's very popular among tourists. The water is said to enhance stamina for men, beauty for women, and make you look 10 years younger. Tourists who visit Mount Huyi don't forget to visit the Teongpo tea field. Here, they can find tea once served only to the emperor. Only 4 trees remain, and the tea costs $10,000 for 100 grams. That fact alone is amazing. After touring the waterfall and tea field, people cruise the river on a raft taxi. Along the way, you can see rafts waiting for customers. They look shabby, but each of them has a number plate like a real taxi. They are government property. The fare is high, too. It costs $15 for a 40-minute one-way course. It's only natural, since the rafts are made of natural bamboo that grows nearby. They are made completely by hand and the traditional way, with water flowing through. That is why the rafts don't have engines. The boatman's rowing techniques are the only source of power. But it's a unique experience, and tourists pay the expensive fare to cruise the river. Beautiful sights await at every turn. The rafts carry legends of nature. Mount Huyi is abundant with thick woods and natural bamboo. Here, bamboo crafts abound. It is a home for artists. Li Chenshan has 20 years of experience making bamboo crafts. He is a recognized artisan. Foreign tourists love his works. The bamboo village is emerging as a new tourist area. Bamboo crafts are becoming more valuable all the time. There are other crafts worth seeing, too. Take the straw crafts in the next village. The team consists of older people. These straw shoes seem similar to Korean straw shoes. However, only the sole is made of straw. The rest is made with string and worn like slippers. They look a bit weak, but they're light and cool.
河里面或者是山上不滑，这个鞋子滑了就是不滑，不滑。那当然这个不滑。
The bottom is rough, so the shoes aren't slippery. The chief of the village demonstrates. Here, look. You can walk in water without any problems. With clean air and clear water, the area is famous for quality tea. It is a great pride of this village.
就调黄片了。这个还要等一下，还要调一下，哎，还没调干净，还要调过一下。
慢点行不行？不急吧。
The most famous tea in the village is Taehongpo. Let's take a look at the area's tea ceremony. Before drinking tea, the teaware has to be boiled in water to eliminate unwanted smells. The taste and scent of tea change according to temperature, so it has to be steeped in hot water several times. Tea, when poured, should be of the proper consistency.
美容的作用，还有一种是高血压的人，就治高血压的。喝的话一定要，就说有一点声音嘛哈。
Wild mushrooms are another specialty product in this mountainous region. Focus on this mushroom. It is called longjuaogu and looks like dragon claws. Everyone knows that mushrooms are healthy and nutritious. Cook some fresh wild mushrooms with soy sauce, salt, and spices. It'll taste unbelievably good. The most popular are pine mushrooms and lichen. How do they taste? We have to try it.
OK。
文山菇好吃，好吃。
Let's leave Mount Huyi and head to another famous mountain, Tangxie Mountain. It is located in Guangdong province and crowded even on weekdays. A lot of women visit this mountain. Why is it so popular? Oh, that strange-looking rock isn't that a phallic rock?
那么呢，阳元石呢，据它的那个平均的高度可以计算出了，它是有30万年的。那么，丹霞山呢，它是以这个红石为主。那么呢，它主要的景点有阳元石啦、阴元石啦。
It is too strange to call it a work of nature. Many couples come to this place. They even have an altar in one corner for people who want to have a son.
是啊。
You can tell how many people came from all the incense at the altar. Does wishing by this rock really work?
係9月份出嚟嘅，佢呢個期咧就寫到係2005年係3月份安到嚟嘅，即係掃咧就掃到9月份先掃到嚟。到咗男孫就3個男孫，1個女孫，就即係仔多。即係我呢條村就叫做多仔村，即係大多數係生男多嘅，85%都係生男。
It isn't just the male stone that has made this place famous. There is a female stone across the valley. Unlike the male stone, which stands in the middle of the mountain, the way to the female stone is difficult. It was discovered 4 years later than the male stone. This is the female stone. Since its discovery, the mountain was nicknamed Mount Yin-yang for harboring positive and negative forces in harmony.
有点相似。
我们就特意来这里看到
是吧？
去了嘛，来了这里嘛，所以我们就想特意来这里。
特意来的，故意来，特意来找的是吧？你看了以后感觉怎么样？很震慑吗？你有没有觉得拍了？
It is a sight you can't find anywhere else. Some men fool around while taking a picture. This woman is probably embarrassed. She can't stop laughing. You'll run out of breath. Masterpieces of nature. They look like people, so they are cozy and familiar rather than something to revere. This is probably because they reflect the humble lives of the Chinese. Hot springs are a must. Try some eggs boiled in a hot spring. Take a hot bath and watch hot springs gush forth. It'll completely seduce you. Skiers go to Nagano every winter. This place is also famous for hot springs. In fact, all these signs point the way. Early in the morning, you can see people carrying baskets. All of them come and dip their baskets in the hot spring. This man has spinach. He's going to parboil it. Other people put eggs in the spring. This is a common sight in the village. This woman has also brought spinach. There's so much.
台所はね、味が悪いの。ここでやるとね、甘みもあるし味があるんで、顎抜けちゃうからね。台所でやるよかずっと美味しく上がるんですよ。
Busy housewives put the basket in the spring and rush off to prepare breakfast. Some come back for their baskets. Some people do it with leisure. This man reads the newspaper while he waits for the eggs to cook. This is a leisurely moment for him. Will the eggs really cook in the hot spring? Put them in the spring for an hour. Then serve them for breakfast. These soft-boiled eggs are always served for breakfast here. They crack one open and find it's cooked just right. How does it taste?
奉仕ということで、ならおかえりなきゃ一問でもいただかない。ならみんなでみんなのお湯だからならみんなでもってもう奉仕で。
People start gathering for a hot bath in the afternoon. There are 50 hot springs in the village, so it's hard to choose which one to go to. They finally choose one. Let's go to the women's bath first. Walk into the neat wooden building and behold a humble and ordinary interior. However, this water is very special. It's best for warming a cold body. The cold just melts away. Everyone agrees that this is paradise. People go to the hot springs to warm their bodies after skiing all day. There are always skiers in the village, and their last stop is a hot spring. You can find special hot springs for skiers here. The men head to the men's bath. The inside is the same as the women's bath.
おはようございます。今気持ちはどうですか？最高です。
Everyone says it's good. The hot springs of Nagano must really be good. Everyone is smiling. These men went in together. But what if you came with a woman? That's why there is also a mixed bath. You mean men and women together? Not quite. You bathe separately, but you can hear your partner's voice next door. won't be lonely with your partner right next door. If you forgot something, you can just throw it over the wall. If you're taking a long bath, you can even have a conversation.
温泉を中心として、こちらを管理している仲間ができたり、人とのつながりができて、またお湯のようにね。
The hot springs are free, and the village people maintain them. They close the hot spring to clean it together. They begin cleaning. Nobody is lazy about it. Is there anyone who doesn't clean? They have an order to clean. Everyone has to do their duty. When the hot spring closes in the evening, everyone comes and completes their assigned task. Isn't it bothersome to clean every day? What do you do when you don't want to clean?
面倒くさくないんですか？
ちょっとね。ちょっと面倒ですけど、まずみんながよく入れるようにきれいにしようという。
Iceland is famous for volcanoes. A special hot spring attracts people. This is Geyser, a famous tourist site. People come here to see geysers. What are they? A geyser is an intermittent spring. It offers a mysterious sight many times a day. A group of people get ready to take a shot of the spring. The people taking pictures seem to be waiting for something. They look tense. What are they waiting for? Oh, a sudden jet of water. The people nearby get wet. The geyser gushes water once every 7 minutes. It gushes higher than 260 feet. The hot spring offers a majestic natural sight, and people try to capture the moment. They are impressed.
Very nice, very nice. Yes, it's changing, but for years, because there are new holes and new.
The efforts of the village are even more amazing. The locals developed a pipe to pump the hot spring so people can see a geyser indoors. There is a geyser in this building. This small fountain is an artificial geyser. When it gushes water, people become amazed, and children have so much fun that they don't care if they get wet. It's not as grand as a natural geyser, but it's wonderful.
Well, when you've been filming the volcanoes for a long time, you know approximately how it's going to happen.
There is green grass amid this barren environment. It is a greenhouse village and the only banana farm in Northern Europe. They're cultivating bananas in Iceland? The secret is, this is a hot spring village. They've got hot springs everywhere. They send the steam to the greenhouse for heating and cultivating tropical fruits. Isn't it amazing?
Fruit is imported almost entirely to Iceland from other countries, but we are, to some extent, we are self-sufficient with vegetables.
The hot spring produces food. A special food is made in the ground here. All of these are natural ovens.
You see there are several baking pots.
all here in the ground.
Bread baked in the ground? Unbelievable! She opens the lid and in fact finds bread.
Here there's a tradition to bake bread in the ground. We take a dough and we put it in milk containers and then we put it in the ground.
Even the bakery stores make hot spring bread in natural ovens. The people in the kitchen are busy preparing it early in the morning. Some mix flour and grains to make dough and cut it. Some continue making dough. They're really busy. When the dough is ready, all they need to do is put it in a pan and bake it. The oven is in the backyard. The bread cooks from the steam. It's kind of like making Korean rice cakes. That even looks like a Korean steamer. It takes a whole day for the dough to cook. You have to wait a day. This was put in the oven yesterday. Won't it burn after a day? Don't worry. The bread is cooked very well. How does it taste?
It's sweet and very tasty, and we eat them a lot with meat, like with fish.
Soak yourself in an outdoor hot spring and forget all your worries. Hot springs help the people of Iceland overcome the challenges of living in a barren environment. They offered abundance for the residents and leisurely baths for tourists.
The salts, it has about the same salinity as the Atlantic Ocean. Silica, which is a white residue you see in the rocks, and also blue-green algae.
The people of Nagano use hot springs in a variety of ways. They generally share them for free. The people of Iceland overcame their barren environment with hot springs. And tourists can rest assured they will always be warm in the winter.